Well, hello, my darlings. How are you doing today? I'm Jane Lee, author. I'm here to talk about poetry, writing, literature, things like that. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. Author. We can all be authors. All we have to do is sit down and do it. Just write. So my next book is all ready to be published, and it should be published by Monday. It's called Red's Revenge. It's redo of the Red Bitch's Revenge. So that one's going to be out on Monday, I hope. So we're all done and ready to go with that. So it's moving along nicely. Um, it's been, it's been cold outside. The plants think it's spring. When is it actually going to be spring for people? It's spring for plants. I don't know. Well, one of the things I was going to go into today is for my book so far, which is has short stories, plays, poems. I've been reading you pieces of that, and this is a really story that I wrote long ago, but and it's called. I'm just going to read you a little bit of it, and the reason I'm going to read you a little bit of it is because it starts off kind of poetically, then it gets stupid, but it's kind of fun to have the poetic part and the stupid part together. So I'm going to read the first two paragraphs basically, which gets you into the stupid part, second paragraph. And the name of the short story, it's only about 5,000 words. It's not a real long story. And it's the most exotic thing on the menu. And you don't find out what that is until the end of the story. So you don't even find out that it's about the most exotic thing on the menu until you get to the end of the story. But I'm just going to give you just a little bit of it. And that's the reason I'm wearing my glasses, because the print's really small. Okay. In September, the morning mist owns the Rhine Valley. At first light, the mist appears. The early risers view the world as if through fine silk stockings built layer upon layer until the world disappears. The cold mist insulates the solitary traveler from the world, making his or her loneliness a thing of beauty. It's only at this time of loneliness is raised to the ultimate threshold, when pain actually is pleasure, a pleasure that we would gladly sacrifice for one kind word. And so it came to me. Hi, we seem to be the only two people in the world interested in seeing Lorelei, she said. I did not know she was standing there until she spoke. Becky's voice was soft and as sweet as she was. When I turned my gaze on her beauty, my testosterone went right through my brain. Leaning against the rail next to me, she talked. The pain and the loneliness was instantly replaced with Becky and the unspoken promise broadcast through the twin mounds of her sweater. Sex. Yes, sex. I wanted sex. After all, I was 16 and one large hormonal gland, and I didn't know anything about sex. So I talked and talked and charmed and talked. Must have been said something charming. I tend to say charming things to women when my glands are in gear. Or I say something really stupid. I was 16, alone, traveling through Europe. I was not rich and did not come from a rich family. In fact, income-wise, we had a ways to go to get to the middle of middle class. But I had a life savings of $500 when my living arrangements came into question. My dad said, rightly, live under my roof and you'll live by my rules. I agreed with him and bought a ticket to Europe. So that's the beginning of the most exotic thing on the menu. And I probably put the whole thing up on my website sooner or later. I just wanted to cover that with you real quick. Remember, The Red Bitch's Revenge, and the new book, which is the redo of this one, is called Red's Revenge. And so that one will be out Monday. Also, the books are Identity, and that's been out for a few years. I just was reading you from so far. That one is not available. So I just want to cover some of the bases with you on that one. Angel the Assassin is the next one up, so I can start concentrating on that one now and make sure I get it all done right. And so, again, Jane's Adventures in Storyland, www.janesadventuresinstoryland.com. My books right now on the website are 25% or 20% off and free shipping. 20% off and free shipping. That's for the Red Bitch's Revenge, paperback or hardback. And for Identity, that's only in the paperback. So if you want either one of those, just give me a call. Well, just go online. Take care of it. I appreciate it. Well, you all take care. Keep your distance from one another. Again, remember, you're not the only. If you're more than one person in a house, remember, you're not the only one that's feeling cramped and pushed in. So have a respect for other people, even people that you aren't living with. And one other quick thing is that for friends and family who are, particularly if they're living alone, be sure you call them and talk to them a little bit. It will make their day. It will make their day. So be good, and I love you. Bye.